Hello there, it's Fabi from The Next Big Rush, and I am sending out this video right now to everybody who is feeling a little bit fearful about what's going on in the gold and silver markets right now. First of all, well, I don't know what your situation is at this moment and when you got into this sector, so to speak, but one thing to make sure you remember is you only make money by buying when things are cheap. And so if you're freaking out looking at your own portfolio and seeing red or seeing declines from the top in the summer, then this is the right time to take a look at your strategy and think, okay, so the bottom line is you gotta buy things when they're cheap, right? This is common sense unless you're shorting them, etc. But let's take, for instance, your gold holdings. If you have stocks in gold companies, if you were looking at your account in the middle of the summer and you're comparing to it now, you might be kind of frustrated. Well, is your thesis about gold and those projects the same as before, or has it changed? If they have changed, if you were hoping that, for instance, one particular junior was gonna strike a really good drill result and they didn't, then maybe it's time to get out. If you are still waiting for results, maybe it's time to stick with your thesis. If you have stocks that have performed well and they now look cheap in comparison to what they once were in the summer, then maybe this is time to add to your positions. Maybe it's time to reshuffle the cards and reinvest some money into the things that you think have a longer leg, so to speak. I have been hearing a lot about uranium, and people have been coming to me and asking about uranium, and I'm kind of like really excited about uranium. And I want you to understand this first and foremost. I might be several years too early for uranium. I am completely fine with that. And you probably know why if you've been following me for a little while. I have a 37-year plan of making 13% compound every year. And so when I look at my investments, I don't really care what they do on a month-to-month basis. What I care is about having, different asset classes and putting some to work in this risky section of the market, which is the resource, excuse me, in the resource sector. And because I know it's so risky, I don't care if it takes years to pan out. And because of the negativity that I see, people send me text messages and articles about why uranium price will stay down and go lower. Cameco is not doing very well, the biggest uranium company that you can make a bet on, especially in Canada. And all these things, just the sentiment is really, really negative right now, which for me is a huge indicator to buy. Okay, and it should be for you as well. Not that you should buy uranium companies, but this is what it feels like at the bottom of a market. It's when things get really negative that you should really look into it. This is what it was like at the end of 2015 when people were saying, Goldman Sachs was saying, hey, gold is gonna go down to $1,000 and maybe lower. And people, freaked out. And that's exactly the turning point when gold started to go up. So I'm in no hurry to see my uranium stocks go up, but I want you to take some action. If you're not salivating, if you don't feel like a candy store, if you don't feel like a kid at a candy store right now when prices are down and you're looking to buy more, you're doing it wrong. Okay, this is when you should get excited. This is when you should do some more research, and this is when you deploy more money. This is not a time to back out. Now, I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just saying that in general, people who have succeeded in this market have been selling when things are doing really well all throughout the summer, and now they're buying again because this is when things get cheaper. The good thing is that throughout the summer you have seen some companies that have maybe been sold, and you have seen some how can I put this? Some stories that have played out better or worse than you were expecting. So some of those results are already out and you can make a better informed decision. I am looking at different companies right now. I don't have much cash to deploy, but I'm looking at a few different options. I'm looking at Playfair Mining. I'm looking at Playfair Mining, by the way, is PLY, I believe is the stock symbol. I'm looking at Auryn Resources, AUG. Also Orca Gold, ORG, and my good friend Nick, the mining book guy, has made 2 videos so far out of a series into the research process and why he's very interested in Orca Gold. I confused because there's like something gold, something mining, something minerals, and it's all a bit confusing after a while. So these are some of the companies that I'm looking at and becoming more interested in. If you have your own little list of things and companies that you're looking at, please post down here and let's talk about them. All right, this is the time. This is how you make money. Robert Kiyosaki from the Rich Dad Poor Dad always says you don't make money while you sell, you make money when you buy. So always buy things at a discount. Don't get too excited when things are at the top. That's when you're looking at selling them. All right, so take care. I hope you liked this video. If you did like it, hit like and subscribe because there's a lot more coming your way. Take care.